They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 73 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
It's a big play for the Pack on third. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
At the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
3.5 to go, 1st quarter. Here's the 1st carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 20 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. 1st down, Winston. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, and he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Packers' 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of a yard. And
from the shotgun, it's Winston. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
At the 7-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Is good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Rodgers now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The throw over the middle taken in. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Rodgers again now. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former 2nd-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a 1st-round pick.
Games depth chart. Entering depth, AHB selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 1. Slot 2. FWR selected. FB selected. L 3DRB selected. Slot 2, slot 1. Enter. Resume.
In the NFL.
At their own 27-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Open man is Duvernay. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Winston's pass.
Devin Duvernay, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25 yards.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 21 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! From 6 yards away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, Winston. And he comes back with one complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So we've reached halftime here on, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Cowboys 28. Packers.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards.
Here's Pollard. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Dillon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston able to hit his target, Lamb.
Winston's pass.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Cowboy
working out of the gun. Winston. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Packers' 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
27-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
31.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's got this down to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25 yards.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Rodgers sacked.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack on first down, Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
1-yard line.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Winston here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Winston. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Cowboys.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st down.
They'll run with Pollard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3 at the 6-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They're looking to throw this. Winston. The quick slant caught. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Winston to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive